Up. So today we are gonna look at a technique to figure out whether there are any scams here. And I know it's full of scams. The trenches are broken. They're here to hunt you, to scam you, to take over your money, everything you have. But if you become good at identifying the rugs and the scams and the potential risks and threats and everything, you're gonna be in the 1%. For sure. So today we're going to look at this one strategy, which I think is very, very important. And if you are going to start trading, like, on Axiom, for example, and I'm going to leave you the link down below so you can get 10% cash back, ladies and gentlemen. Good money out there. So either way, if you start actually trading on Axiom, you need to really pay attention to this one strategy. Very, very important. So let's take a look at Pulse. Okay, if you click on Pulse, you have all the coins in the new pairs, final stretch, and migrated. So this is a coin, John, famous influencer out there, good storyteller, and so on. There's a coin, okay, using his name, his identity. Okay, someone created a coin. As you can see, it looks pretty good. The global fees are high. The stats are pretty good. So really, really nice. A dev that's already migrated many coins. And here we have it in the migrated section. Now, there are going to be a lot of coins that are spin-offs of this. Not spin-offs, but like I would say almost identical. Okay? What we call a vamping. And in other words, ladies and gentlemen, these are devs that are coming out to get you because they are trying to replicate what has already become successful. And actually try and catch out those people that are trying to get a slice of the pie of something that's already very high demand, that has already done very well. So if we go in the new pair section, right, and as this coin is called John, if you look at the new pairs, if you type in search keywords, let me just type in John, apply all, you'll see a lot of coins, okay? And a lot of coins that are pretty much, almost identical to this one. Obviously, this is John, but just a different picture, okay? This is exactly the same one, same picture. So there are going to be a lot of coins. And these are created by devs with very bad intentions. Ladies and gentlemen, we all know that the successful one is already out there. It's pumping, it's growing. Not that old. Okay, but still, it's doing very well. Look at this. Already, another one just came out. Okay, and ultimately, all these coins with John, they're out there to pretty much rug on you, to scam you, to take your money. Simple as that. And they are playing on the fact that you may be confused. You may think, this is the real one. I'm not saying, okay, this is John's coin, but this is the coin that right now is doing the best in the category of John, okay? Maybe there are a few other ones that did well, but all these new pairs, ladies and gentlemen, they are going to rug. These devs are literally sitting here and they're looking at what's done very well in the migrated tab, and they just replicate it. Simple as that. And you're not going to make any money out there. And if you do, you're just going to get very, very lucky. Most likely, these devs have been doing this, thousands and thousands of times. They are, exploiting the system here. They know exactly what is going to happen. They get it. They understand it. And this is why they're replicated. Look how many Johns are being created. The reason for that is because they are preying upon those that know less. And in the trenches, in the meme coin trading world, what really matters is your knowledge, your information, your ability, your experience. And this is why you should be training. This is why you should be, sitting there watching the tabs, the tokens, understanding all the features. So do subscribe, do follow me, because I'm going to go over every single point. Literally going to make videos about every single point. Separately, of course, right? I'm not going to make one major course, 1 hour course so you guys watch it and don't remember anything. You should be watching, ideally what you should be doing is watching videos that are pointing towards very specific things. because it's going to stay in your head. If you watched imagine if you watched a 5-minute video about something very specific, it's going to stay in your head rather than that one specific thing being put into a massive video that you'll watch and you'll probably forget most of the things because there's too much information coming in. So do take out a pen, a notebook, whatever it is, type it on your laptop. But make these points. Understand, this is very important. There's going to be a lot of coins that are trying to copy the successful one. Now, if we click on John, okay, very good stuff. Okay, as you guys can see it, if you had managed to get in early, you would have made loads. Yes, it went down, it rugged. At the end of the day, guys, let me make it very clear to you. Okay, very clear. Everything here is more or less going to rug. The only question is how quickly and if you have enough time to get in so you're not exit liquidity. This is all a game. And the quickest will succeed. That's it. Simple as that. We're not here trying to, go into that long-term vision. They're not here and staying, building for years and years. Absolutely not. We all know what these devs' intentions are. But the thing is, the difference is that there are some devs that are at least, giving you that chance because they try to migrate it, grow it, I don't know, like 50k market cap, maybe 100k, maybe even a mil before it starts going down because all of them have side wallets, they're all bundled, clusters and so on. But others, they're literally, not even taking it anywhere. They're not even giving you an opportunity to make any money. They would rug on you straight away. So I'd rather find these type of devs, okay? Do check it out. This is one of the most important things that you can learn, okay? That there are many coins that are going to be replicated based on just one successful coin that happened perhaps an hour ago because these devs are sitting there and watching the migrated tab. This one's done pretty well, okay? Has had some migrations, which is very nice, this dev himself. So I like that, I applaud that. This to me is something different, and these are the type of devs that could potentially be building up their resume, their CVs by showing people that they have managed to migrate many tokens, and they're gonna start getting copy traded, and based on their early success, they could be even more successful in the future because they literally have the resume and they know how it's done. So really good. You have to catch these ones out and be careful with the scammy ones. So thank you so much, guys. I appreciate all the support, and I'll see you in my next video. Peace out.